Hey guys, this is Alpha Lifeform and I'm playing Stronghold Crusader. This is mission number 15, Lions, Maine. The human lord gets 2,000 gold, the computer gets 4,000, and let's begin. First, I slow down the game so that I can make my main preparations in a timely manner and organized. So I set a maximum number of these down first. Then market, absolutely crucial. Granary, site it, make sure it's in there. And let's do wood choppers. I'm gonna do them around this grassy land because I need to set up my I need to make sure that I can cut down this wood for farming, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with wheat this time. I haven't gone with wheat for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and set down some wheat farms. Make sure everyone's fed and happy. Oh, I don't have enough wood, that's why. Actually, let me options, sound options. That should give me. There we go. I'll shoot down these lines. Let's see, what else do I need? Oh yeah. Then sell some of the stone down to about 15 so you can buy the barracks, buy a bunch of wood. The reason I'm buying so much wood so I can develop my economy super fast. Buy a bunch of people. Also go to the market, buy a little bit of flour so they can get that going as soon as they can. And start building production facilities for the food manufacturing. There we go, that should be sufficient for a while. Let's see. Barracks. Oops, that's not where I wanted it. Accidentally hit my mouse there. Oh, whatever, I won't have the, well, I have to buy it back kind of. I kind of need the barracks. That's gonna cost me. Alright, everything's going kind of slow. Let's speed it up just a little bit. I need to occupy all the working spaces. Maybe buy another one of these, but I don't have any wheat coming in, so let's see. Let's buy this and that. And my archers should take care of everything else. The lions aren't too much of a threat with how much I got there. I'm gonna go ahead and establish my cash flow by buying up all the wood I can, and then once all that income starts coming in, that's when I'm gonna start once my income starts coming in, that's when I'm gonna start focusing on building up a military, because they do give you enough archers to where you can fend off the first wave and stuff like that, so you don't have to really worry about increasing your military too much in the beginning. Let's buy right here so they're closer. Distance does matter a lot. It's very hard to place over there close enough. Alright, I have a little bit of wood left, and see, the wood is now coming in, so I don't have to spend money on it. Build more housing. I'm running kind of low on food though. Let's move these archers out further since we took care of the lions. For general defense, this is my enemy right here. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time before I can get my stone to start coming in. But right now, all I can do is pretty much wait. I can increase my taxation. My popularity will start going down without a counterbalance to it with happiness. So I'm gonna let it go down to not below 50, but just to get a little bit of a cash flow going. It makes the peasants mad, but you know, what are you gonna do? So let's see, armory here. Let's build it right there. It's a little bit. You want all this stuff kind of close to your mass of where the resources are, so it doesn't take that long to go get them. But at the same time, you know, whatever. It doesn't really matter. And it looks like I just ran dry out of food. Let's go ahead and buy. I would rather buy this rather than anything else because I want everything to start heading in the right direction. Actually, my popularity is going down really quick because without food, your popularity is going to start dropping super quick. So I'm gonna Hopefully it doesn't go below 50. I'm kind of stretching myself really thin here. Hopefully I can get some food before it falls. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got some food, and then we get some more. Okay, good. I think we're safe now. I kind of stretched myself a little bit too far there. So let's build a little bit more of these. It just takes a while to get your economy going, but I like to stretch my gold. I would like to sell it all off for resources to start getting everything going as fast as I possibly can. So sometimes I'm very low in certain things, but if I pull it off, if my popularity doesn't fall below 50 and my food doesn't run out, or yeah, so if I can pull it off, I'll be going faster than my enemy will by taking more of an economic risk in the beginning. So let's go ahead, and I want to build as many of these as I can just to get rid of this wood so I can establish farming here. There we go, and also I would like these trees to go down to expand my city later because I feel like I'm going to need the space. And my stone is coming in now, so my money supply is going to be alright. And archers are going to start popping in too because I just got my first shipment of bows, which is not that many. It's only 2 production facilities, so I'm gonna start building a little more just so it drips a little bit faster. Usually, sometimes I build cow farms so I can have crossbowmen, but that's not totally necessary. It's just, although they are significantly better, maybe against a real person it would make more sense. But wheat has it has a better anti-siege quality to it because you'll have wheat sitting there, uh, being produced into flour, being produced into bread. So you have a longer chain of supply before it runs out if you're cut off from being able to produce wheat. So you're not going to run out of food anytime soon if you're really, really under siege. It's not as much of a danger as if they destroy your apple farms. Guess what? You're not making any more apples for your people, and apple farms take a lot more space. So there's cost benefit to everything. The wheat farms are the most expensive, so you stretch yourself the furthest in the beginning of the game, but you get the highest reward for it later on. Well, same thing with cow farms. Their secondary benefit is being able to build crossbowmen because they can produce leather armor, and so they take up as much, I think, room as apple farms, but they have the secondary effect of being able to produce different things. So let's build more of these. What I'm gonna do is mass my food up as much as I can. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. You never want to close off paths because that makes it bad. But yeah, if you close off paths, then your citizens can't walk through freely, and they have to walk around stuff, and that slows things down really a lot. And that's why I like these open kind of maps with lots of grass. I mean, any map with lots of resources is going to be easy against an AI. Really, it's only like the really tight maps that you have a challenge with. So I should be able to beat this mission fairly easily. Let's see, 600 wood. That's quite way too much for me. So let's see. I have a lot of flour, a lot more flour that's being used. So I'm going to continue to expand these things so that I can, if I can produce way more food than I need, then what will happen is I'll be able to increase taxation, which is what I'm going for. I want more taxation, so I gotta keep my people happy. And I'm gonna place them down here just in case anything goes badly. Let's see, what is my enemy doing? He's just sitting there chilling, heavily reinforced in his bunker, uh, while I make a superpower over here. So it looks like my food is building up quite quickly. 8 months supply, food type eaten 1. Actually, if you build more food types, I think that also makes them happier. So let's see if I can pull something off here. I'm going to destroy all of these unnecessary wood things and build cheese. Cheese. I know. And it looks like we took. I know you can sit there and figure out the best pattern to fit most farms on a little piece of land, but ultimately I don't think it's that important because it's just not. That's my answer. I think being generally good is better than figuring out like the little things. Unless of course you're a pro, then maybe, I don't know. So let's take these buildings down, that's all mine. Let's build this. Kill that. So now if we have two types of food, I believe that should increase our happiness. No, come on, get out of there. That's one thing I don't like is that peasants, you can't build on top of peasants. You have to wait for them to leave, which never made sense to me. They should just get out of the way or just disappear or something. Okay, we have still cheese is not coming in. I'm gonna increase this. I'm gonna see if it runs out. I'm gonna increase my taxation. Sell this. I have 7,000, so once I have that much gold, I can buy Engineer's Guild and start to produce anti-castle technology, which is ballistas. Let's build. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a fast way to build ballistas. Yeah, I don't think there's a hotkey for doing this, and holding shift doesn't work. It works for only for buildings, which is very annoying because they say that over and over again. So it's a pain. I'm surprised there's never been an update for this specific function. Let's see. Do we have any more? No, we still have only bread. I guess they're still setting up there. Ooh, that's not good.
A message from the Lionheart. War is a dangerous game, my lord, as you are finding out.
He thinks he's gonna kill me by sending 2 catapults. Alright. Let's see. I have quite a bit of gold, so maybe I should buy something like these guys. Now, I just spent a bunch of gold on it, but the thing is that I produce now at this point so much that I think it's worth to develop economically to a point where you can just afford stuff instead of being specialized, like building just cow farms and building the Tanner's Guild and switching your uh, Fletcher's workshops to build crossbows. I think it's better just to be economically strong and be able to later specialize and have it be relatively inexpensive because you're so powerful, rather than specializing in the beginning towards something and then having to stick to that strategy. See, I'm in the position now that I can afford anything and I can customize my army however I want, whereas if I specialize in something, I would have to stick with that. So I wouldn't be able to adjust. Okay, food type eaten. Ah, it's still 0. I could have swore I saw cheese. They must have eaten it. That's what happened. They ate it all. Let's see. All the bakers are coming back empty, so I need to build more wheat farms. Let's see. Wheat. What just happened? Whoops. Installing StarCraft. Go back to the game. Come on. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I was just reinstalling StarCraft in the background and it let me know about it, basically. Why is it doing this?
Ballista ready, Your Grace. You need something built. What needs doing? Constructing siege equipment. Constructing siege equipment.
These are actually
Constructing
excellent at
siege equipment.
sieging castles. If you get like 50 of them in a group, you can pretty much take out
Constructing
any
siege equipment.
fortified position. I
Constructing
guess maybe
siege
some real
equipment.
humans can set things up in a way that you can't, but anything
Constructing
in single
siege
player
equipment.
you'll be able to take on.
Constructing siege equipment.
Okay, the only thing I'm low on is wheat. Yes, I get it. Okay, the only thing I'm low on is need more wheat farms to keep up with the bakers being able to produce. So let's see, I need where's my farm? Let's see, if I destroy these two, I'll be able to build probably 3 if I can fit that in there.
Can't place that there, my lord.
I guess not. I know I can get way more stuff in there if I really tried, but I'm not going to try. I might have to slow down my food though, because they're eating it faster, it looks like, then I'm able to produce it. It's slowly draining down. So let's
We
go ahead
await
and buy
orders.
some archers.
Recruits needed, sire. Yes? Moving up!
How did these guys all die? Oh, they're actually reaching me from the castle. Oh, that ballista is able to reach me.
My bullet's
Really?
yours.
Wow, that's really far. Let's go ahead and I didn't think they would all die over there. Let's go ahead and buy. I'm gonna equip myself with more of these guys.
A message from the Lionheart. War is a dangerous game, my lord, as you are finding out. Shoulder! Arms! Forward! Attain! Shot! Recruits needed, sire. Weapons needed, sire. Ready, sir! That's a double! Reloading! Quick!
Yeah, they do
March!
huge amounts of damage to siege equipment also.
We await orders. Recruits needed, sire. Me lord? We are on our way. Not enough goods.
And then I'll have my, I don't know really what, I usually buy just assassins, and once I kill everything in the castle I send my assassins in. But this time maybe I'll do something a little bit different.
Aye, sir. Recruits needed, sire.
but it really runs down your gold to do this.
Aye, sir. Pikemen, forward!
And all infantry die really fast because all of the kings will build fire or something, and your guys will walk right into the fire, so most of them will die, but if I can get a few in there just to kill the king, I'll be satisfied. Alright, I'm gonna move my big block of death over here, safely out of range, and start to move up that ramp, maybe leaving these guys back here so I can kill that catapultist. I do love the HD version, just the amount I can see is so much better than what it used to be. This looks like almost like a new game with how incredibly good looking everything is with being so high res. This is a pretty formidable block here. Let's see, what thing am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Actually, maybe in the middle of my army, if I force them to shoot at assassins as my army is coming towards, they either have to shoot at assassins or my main army, which means they might get through and kill the king, or at least the archers on the towers. So I'll just put them in my army and move them in when I'm ready. But I need about, I don't know, 60 or something to make this an effective strategy. The granary is full, which is good. We still don't, yeah, we don't have any. Okay, kill this. They're building in our land, which is sacred to our people. Alright, let's take. I can't believe that ballista can fire all the way over here. Luckily, my ballistas are shooting at theirs, so one's down, so the major offensive is over. Then I have to kind of kill the other one at some point. Wow, we're already down. Oh, never mind. I still have 50 assassins. I'm gonna send them into this main.
A message from the Lionheart. My walls are strong. My men are in good heart. Bring on your slings and arrows. Righto. None shall pass.
I don't know where the assassins are going, but oh, they're in there. They're in there. And he's dead. It worked. Before my actual stormtroopers went in there, my elite super awesome guys, they actually went in there and killed them, so that worked out. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll make more Stronghold Crusader videos, so please subscribe if you like this, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye bye.